Hey there, Rabbi. How you doing today?
Joe, some days it's easier to have hope. Sundays, I, I don't read the newspaper in great detail because if I read any of the news in detail, I'm just going to give up hope.
Well, hope is a good thing, isn't it? We should have hope. If we're run out of hope, we should try and find hope. Or is it false hope to think that things are always going to get better? Some people are just going to never be happy or have the things that they want or need. I benefit from hope sometimes just for the sake of hope. When I buy, as I occasionally will on very, very rare occasions, a lottery ticket.
Hmm.
As my mother used to say, you feel like a millionaire for at least 24 to 48 hours until they draw the numbers. But for me, when people tell me, oh, it's a waste of time, I say, well, but I enjoy the moment. I enjoy the experience of going, well, what will
Hmm.
I spend the money on? I even know on an intellectual level how unlikely it is that it will come through. But then I say to
Hmm.
people, on the other hand, I have an almost infinitely better chance of winning the lottery than you because you didn't buy a ticket. And the chances of the lottery commission saying, you know what, forget the numbers, let's just find that guy and give the money to him are much, much worse.
No, I think you brought up something really important to us as human beings, and that's hope. And that's why there are some days when I don't watch the news or just hit the headlines. Because in general, the function of news on television and the papers is to make money, to sell advertising. And the way they're going to do that is by disturbing my serenity, by taking away any hope I might have, by sucking me in to how bad things are. And so knowing that, I'm not going to succumb. Okay, I know what's going on, and I'm done. As human beings, we all need hope. Now, we want to be realistic because otherwise it's going to get us into trouble and we might get sucked into some type of a scam because they're basing it on I'm hoping to win or I'm hoping to get this or hoping for something for free. So we want to watch out for that. But we all need this idea that things will get better. The sun will come out tomorrow, that things will get better or things will stay okay. Boredom is often underrated. Boredom is really a good thing. The status quo, keeping things calm, serenity, and peace. It's nice. So we need hope. We want to be careful, Joe, of exposing ourselves to individuals who are negative, who see everything as destructive, who see the end will be disastrous. And we want to stop for a minute and do a realistic assessment. I I have hope. Now, it may not happen in my lifetime, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to have hope that things won't get better in the world, that the war in Gaza will stop, that there will be an Israel and a Palestine that recognizes the sovereignty of each state, that Russia will leave Ukraine alone, and because Ukraine's a country and they'll each have a country. I have hope in Africa. Now, it's tempered on a timeline to be realistic. But if we give up hope, then we're not going to get up in the morning. We're not going to be able to function or do anything because we're going to say it's going to be doomed and bad and things are going to fall apart anyway. So why should I bother? So what I'm thinking, Joe, is hope, and let's be careful that it doesn't lead us into dangerous situations or that we don't do something with our lives because I give up hope. Therefore, I'm going to take unnecessary risks or I'm going to hurt myself and other people because I think it's all doomed. Because the reality is, the world was here before you and I were born. I believe it's going to be here after you and I die.
And on that hopeful note, thank you, Rabbi. As always, your wisdom gives me hope, and I appreciate it.
See, but I don't think that's a negative thing to say. The reality is nothing is permanent. Things were here and things will be. I think that's the essence of hope. It was and it will continue to be.